All right, guys, part two of this storage unit. If you haven't watched the first video, we'll go back and watch it. A bunch of great finds in there. Definitely made my money back in quite a bit some after that. I know that there's already some great stuff still back here that I've already seen. So let's just start pulling out and see how much money we can make today. All right, that's a Ryobi bag. And it's got Ryobi flashlight and a reciprocating saw. It's got one battery. That's probably $30–40 right there. More pictures. All right, I got this stackable cabinet things here. Looks like they're gonna have tools in it. This is probably just gonna go to the auction too. We'll pull one at a time here. They just kind of snap into each other there. That's interesting. Drill index Huot, H-U-O-T. Not really sure what that is, but I feel like it might be worth something, so I'm going to set that aside. The rest of that can go to the auction. Got three more sections here. Got a jigsaw. And there's a couple locks. I don't know if you can see in the back of there and see what's coming, but I'll show you in a second. We got a knife, but like a fillet knife, and in case that doesn't go to it. All right, some more tool stuff. I'd say this set of cabinets and tools is probably $30–40 at the auction. All right, we got a JACKPOT bike, which I know the seat's in here because I already saw the seat somewhere. If the front wheel's in here, which I assume it's gonna be, this is probably a $60 bike. That didn't take long. There's the seat, there's the wheel. Can you see that? We got a generator. That's good money right there. And it's heavy. It's a Chicago portable generator. It's even got the key in it. I don't think I'll try to start it up right now, but I wonder if it would. 5,500 rated watts, 6,500 max. I was trying to look for a part number. Anyway, we'll figure that out. I guess that's $150 to $250. I'm just guessing though. I'll look up the comps and we'll put it up above. All right, this rolling cart will probably go for $20 at the auction. Folding table here, that'll be probably, it's a good size one. This will probably be $20 at the auction. Another lifetime table, another $20. All right, we got a pull-on chainsaw. Let's see what kind of condition it's in. Actually, looks pretty decent. Pull-on model P4018. It's probably $80 at least. We'll look up to see, try to get a better comp on that, but I guess we could sell it used for 80 bucks. All right, we got what looks like brand new in the box. Can you see that? Husky, yeah. 8-gallon oil-free air compressor. 1.8 horsepower. I might keep this. I have a little air compressor. It's a little pancake one. It'd be nice to have one with a bigger tank. I don't know what these sell for. This will be easy to look up comps, but offhand, 140 bucks. We'll look it up. We got a Black & Decker electric leaf blower. It's probably 20 bucks. Nice little dolly thing, 4-wheel dolly. It's probably 10 bucks. I was really hoping this would have something in it, but it feels like it's empty. But this is a very nice case. It's like a rifle case backpack. I think it's empty. I don't feel anything in here. Yeah, it's empty. But that's probably a $30 case. Sadly, another empty case. I did see that other one in the unit video. I was hoping it would have some stuff in it, but it doesn't. This one's empty. I don't think I even need to open it, but I might as well. Just to make sure there's nothing small in there. There's not. All right, that's probably another 10 bucks. All right. Oh, this is kind of, oh wow. That's cool. It's a knife set in the case. So it's got an original Bowie knife, a 6.63 one knife with geese on it. It's got another one with elk on it, another one with a wolf on it, another one with fish on it. I don't see any name brands, so I don't know if it's worth a lot of money. That's worth something. If I had to guess, minimum 40 bucks. And then we got a pretty cool looking display with 3 different wooden Coca-Cola trucks on there. That's really neat. Again, I have no idea what this stuff's worth. The bottom of it says $19.99, home accessories. I really don't know what that's worth, but we'll call it 30 bucks. Don't know how close I'll be on that. And then we just have some, I don't know, other random decorations that look like they probably wouldn't be worth as much. That's a coincidence. Should I keep that? My name's David, if you didn't know. Well, I got a fish clock, pheasant picture, and then we got a few family pictures. That's about it for that box. So back, I saw this in the unit, in the auction pictures too, was a stack of shelving. And here's a whole box of legs for that, which will be nice because I have my own storage unit that needs some shelves. So I guess we can probably call that. It looks like there's enough to be at least 2 shells. Used shells like that are probably 20, 30 bucks. So we'll just call it 40 bucks for that. This one might be just decorations. It says Christmas and New Year's on it. It's a bunch of signs. I don't know if they're selling these or what. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. They're kind of cute. Oh, maybe I'll sell them on Facebook. There's a whole stack of them. I would say there's probably 20 of them in here. Even if I got $5 a piece, which I bet I could sell them for that, that's $100. Kind of cool. Let's go with a smaller box here. It says mini engraving machine. Looks like that's what it might be. Brand new. I'm not going to pull it out. Let's see if we can get some kind of model number on here. I don't know. Anyway, it's a mini engraving machine. I don't know what these cost. Maybe 30 bucks. We'll see if we can get an idea. Now we got some Magic the Gathering cards, a whole bunch of them. I know these are worth money, but I'll just take them to the auction and let them go for whatever they go for. Imagine that'll be $15 for those. Black and White 2 PC, the PC CD game. I don't know, some of these old ones can be worth some money. I'll look it up. Black and White 2. We got another model car here, Camaro. 2010, I used to have a 2010 SS Camaro. Don't have it anymore. I think it's probably new. Yeah, it's still glued. I'd say that's probably 20 bucks. Let's see what else we got here. We've got a couple personal favors there. We got some more Magic the Gathering cards loose, but I'll set those aside and put them in with those other ones. We got little tech decks or something kind of skateboards. I'll just put them with that other skateboard stuff, I think. We got a little, goodness, dragon figure thing there. I don't think that's worth much unless you can find a few more things to put with it. A couple Hot Wheels. Same thing with those. Not worth much unless you lot them up some more. You got a Harry Potter book. A whole bunch more skateboards, tech decks. Oh, that's a lot of them. I don't know if they're worth much or not, but I'd say that's another 10 bucks right there. We got some few Disney kids books, not worth much. An old phone, some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I guess. Yep, but not enough to be worth anything probably. We got a little New York King Kong. Oh, there we go. We got a case here that has some Game Boy games. We've got Fall of the Foot Clan, Bases Loaded, and Street Fighter 2, Kid Icarus, and looks like King or Godzilla. And then we also have one Game Boy Advance game, Tony Hawk. I'll look up the comps on that. I really have no idea. I'm sure it's gonna be worth some money. And then there's some small stuff on the bottom. I'll set it aside and look through it a little bit better later. So that's a good box. Oh, I think we have more of those signs, but these ones are a little bit different. These ones say "Let it snow," which might be great because now I can put, instead of just putting a Merry Christmas one by itself for $5, I can put these together $10. So whole other box. I'm gonna call this another $100. This one's got some weight to it. On the box says Jingle Bells. Oh, it's more signs. I should be glad, right? I think they're gonna sell well. These ones say December 25th. And it also says Jingle Bells, but I'm just gonna call this another $100 box. I'll make some extra money right before Christmas this year. You got a Power Starter Plus. I guess it means like it's like a mini generator. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to call it $30. And I'll look it up for comps, but I'm just going to take it straight to the auction. Got a little shop back here. Anyway, that'll probably bring $15. I'm not really sure what this is. My guess is that you pour used oil in it and it goes down into this canister. It says oil on it, so that makes sense. I have no idea what it's worth. We'll say $15. Well, that wasn't valuable. I feel like everything I pull out here is worth some money. The storage unit's going really well. Got a little trimmer here. That's probably $10. In this box, I'm not sure what's in here. Some kind of a tool. I don't know what this is. You guys can help me out. It's got a little motor on it. Looks like a little drill bit or a drill head. I don't know what that is for. Little on and off switch. Let's see if I can figure it out. All right. An old vintage bread box, I guess. Cardwood, that's kind of cool. That might bring $10. It's looking like this guy was maybe into making these crafts. There's a lot of wood. I have all those wood signs I already showed you, and there's a bunch more wood stuff over here. I'll pull some of it out too in the future part of this video. I don't know, but I'm going to try to move over to some other stuff here. Maybe one of those cabinets or whatever you call it for putting onions, and it looks like it used to say spuds. I'll probably bring $10 to the auction. A very large igloo cooler. I'll probably get $20 for that. There's two of these shells, probably $20 for the pair at the auction. All right, we got a rolling tool chest here. This one actually feels empty, but it's not. Some papers. And I don't know if there's very good stuff in it, but we'll just leave all that stuff in there. Just some cheap hand tools. This isn't not a great tool chest, but maybe we'll get $20 for it at the auction. Oh, yeah. Got an old wood toolbox or something. It's not locked. That's interesting. It's kind of cool. I'm inclined to just leave all the stuff in it and take it to the auction too. Unless there's something I think that's gonna be worth a lot of money. Some old tools in here. Files, calipers, saw blades. Nothing too exciting. I'm just gonna take it all. That's a cool box though. I'm trying to see what the name on it is. I can't tell. Gernster, H. Gernster, something like that. Anyways, I'll probably be 30 bucks. All right, we had that heavy duty toolbox in the first video if you go back and watch part 1. And then we had that junky little one right now. Now we have a pretty nice Craftsman one. This feels pretty light. It's kind of cool. It's got like a removable thing here. Now some more keys. I feel like this is probably the key to this. A little Barber's Pride sharpening stone. I just found one in the video yesterday. Can't remember what that was worth. Maybe 15 bucks or something. I don't know if that was the key to this or not. Yep, it is. That's cool. So it has the keys. All right, that can stay. A bunch of sockets, a bunch of open end wrenches, drill bit set. Not just your basic hand tool set that somebody would own. More open end wrenches. Got a little electric screwdriver, I guess. Got some drill bit set. Just a few other little sets of things here. Nothing that I need. Got one of these old style torque wrenches. I'm just gonna leave that in there. A couple old cameras that don't look like they're worth anything. More toolkits. A timing gun. All right. I would say that with the tools in it is another $150. I'm just going to load it up on the trailer, take it to the auction. A nice little camping chair. It's dusty, but it looks brand new. Timber Ridge. One with a little table on the side. It's probably $15. Make that two. Oops. It's another $15. This is a massive unit. There is a lot of stuff still to go. More stuff in this one than I thought there was gonna be, honestly. I'm not sure what's in here, but they're wrapped up in paper towels. We got crystal elephant. That's pretty cool. Imagine these are all gonna be crystal things. Yep, crystal horse. I don't know how good paper towels will protect them, but there's a grizzly bear. These are kind of neat. And then we got a large bird. I don't know what that is. And we got a deer, a buck, some little antlers. And one more. Let's see what's last. Oh, I already did that one. One more here. Oh, we got a lion. Kind of a weird combination, but I don't know what these are worth. Let's see if they got a sticker. Wonders of the Wild, lead crystal. We'll look them up. All right, looks like we got like a military locker here. Oh. Let's see what's in it. After we unlock it. All right, I was really hoping for something else, but we got military clothing, it looks like, at least. Some knee pads. Two different, oh, maybe that's a knee pad, maybe that's an elbow pad. And then we got, I don't know what that is, some kind of cover or sleeping bag or something. It looks like it's all just military gear. Some boots. I'm just gonna eyeball it and kind of give you an estimate of what I think it'll sell for. I'm not sure what these things are. Like waterproof. With a poncho? Oh, it's like a jacket. Brand new with tags. It's a parka improved rain suit. Looks like there's a few of them in here. Let's see what's on the other side here. Well, looks like there's a couple more. I don't know. I'm just gonna guesstimate. The tote itself, the tote's probably worth 20 bucks. The contents, I'm gonna say is worth 100 bucks. 100 bucks. I got a box of what looks like old football cards. I really don't know anything about cards. Let's go into the auction. Maybe it'll get 10 bucks. I got a tote here with just some old air tools. I'd say that's probably 15 bucks. We got an ATD 5578 fuel injector tester. Looks like it's a full set. All right. All right. Good enough. I don't know what that's worth. I'm gonna take that to the auction too. Maybe 20 bucks. All right, we got a Ryobi table saw, I guess. I don't know what this is exactly. Where's the blade? I don't know what you call this. This is a woodworking tool, but it's not exactly a saw. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, it's a Ryobi, oh goodness, A25 RT03 woodworking tool of some sort. I have never worked with wood really, so I'll look up the comments and we'll see, but it's going to the auction. All right, I'm gonna call it a day. We get some of this stuff taken to the auction, and I'll come back maybe later today or either in the morning and try to finish going through this unit. I've got most of it done, but there's still quite a bit of work to be done. So until next time. All right, guys, this is a chance of rain this morning, so I've got enough stuff cleared out in this unit that I can finish going through it inside the unit. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. Got a few shelves here full of stuff still, and kind of a small wall of boxes, maybe 15 big boxes. So let's see what we can find this morning. All right, I don't know what's going to be here, but this is a Crossman model 1377 BB gun, and that's what's in here. Nice. I don't know. That looks like an older one. It's even got some BBs in there. That's nice. I would say, I'd have to guess, obviously, but that might be worth 40 bucks. BB guns, if you don't know, can actually be sold on eBay. So there's that. All right, then we just got some scrap wood. I think this guy was like a woodworker or something. I know he was, because you're going to see some more of his stuff I'm going to pull out today that were his like project type stuff. But anyway, so just some scrap pieces of wood. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if these are completely done or what. Like some other project he had. Man cave with a skull on it. I don't know if he was planning on refinishing those. And then we also have some Cheers bottle openers open here. Interesting. Anyway, there's just about 6 or 8 of each of those. I feel like these would sell okay at a craft show or something. I'm not sure what to do with these, but let's just say that's worth about 20 bucks. We just got some simple key rack things. Honestly, I'll probably just take these things to the auction. I don't know. This one I don't think will go for very much. We'll probably lot it up with another one. And this is just more of the bottle openers. So we'll call that another 10 bucks. This box is light. Looks like we got just a whole box of Crown Royal bags. I know people use these for other crafts and other sorts of things, or they just use them for something. So I don't know. Each bag is stuffed with more bags, so that's probably $20. There's the other handle of that. All right, we got some cobalt Swing jaw for utility. Some kind of a knife blade. That's interesting. Another kind of knife. I'm not sure what that is exactly. We got a Ryobi case here. Another little nice screwdriver bit set. And bearing grease packer. And some miscellaneous stuff. I don't know. That's probably another 10 bucks. And all this stuff's just gonna add up 5-10 bucks at a time. Another stapler. And a couple more hand tools. Let's see what's in this little box. Some kind of router bit set. Well, I'd say that's another $15. I'll keep the microfiber cloths for myself. We got some screws, socket set, drill bit set. That's probably another $10. We got this wall hanging Miller Lite High Life barrel looking sign thing. That's kind of cool. It'll probably bring $20 at the auction. It says it's a shop blower, but I don't know how it is in this little box. Okay, it's this actual mini blower. That's kind of cool, actually. There's a little nozzle for it. And there's the motor. That's interesting. Huh. Might prove useful for me for something. I might keep that. Got a heavy duty power router. I guess that's for woodworking. Let's see. Sears router model 315.17480. I don't know if that's worth something. Probably 15 bucks. A little Craftsman box here. It's got a little sander in it. That's probably not worth much. We could lot it with some other tools. Like this sander, another sander, heavy duty hammer drill. So between those three things, I'd say 20 bucks. Another Craftsman drill. Looks like it's a model 315.11390. Kind of a heavy duty looking thing. Maybe that's worth $15. I don't know. We got this Mastercraft saw, scroll saw, 13-inch model TH401MC. I don't know. Maybe that's $20. Maybe more. We got a Craftsman 1 3/4 router with a work light or something. Maybe another $20. All right, so we got some more collectible cars in here. It's really dusty though. Hot Wheels, like a Griffin van. Anastasia train. We got some NASCAR cars, little ones and big ones. Got another truck there. Texaco Havoline. Davey Allison. We'll probably just lot these up, these little ones. I don't know, they don't seem like ones that'll be worth enough individually. There's some older classic looking cars. This one's pretty heavy. Maybe that's worth something, I don't know. It's kind of dusty, but STP 43, I don't know who that is. I don't follow NASCAR or whatever this is. Anyway, the box is full of more little collectible cars and stuff. You can see that. I'm just gonna throw them all back in here and just say that this box is maybe worth, I'll be considered 30 bucks. I don't know if it's worth that much. It probably is if I took it to auction, but I bet it'd go for that. Just as is. A whole crate of clamps. I don't know what these clamps cost. But we'll call that 20 bucks at the auction. It's probably worth more than that. Like we have a garbage disposal here. I don't know if it's new. The box is pretty beat up. I think it's probably new. It's like it's still in the original packaging. Insinkerator. Badger 5, half horsepower. I'll probably bring $30 to $40 at the auction. Trying to get these shelves cleared off. I'm going to take these shelves over to my storage unit because it needs some shelves. So there's a big one there, another big one there, and you saw the little metal one I just pulled out of here. This is just a box of scrap wood. I don't know what I'll do. There's going to be a lot of scrap wood in this unit too. I can't keep collecting all this wood for fire, just burning for campfires because I don't burn that much. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just lot it up and put it on Facebook for next free. Maybe, I don't know. Another crate of clamps. So that's another $20. This one says builds and room. I hope that's not what it is. I don't think it is. Looks like we got a jersey, Kaepernick jersey. 49ers. Looks like a legit jersey. It's a little bit dirty. I think we throw it in the wash. Size 56. Nike on field. What's that worth? Kaepernick is a little, I don't follow football really. I know enough to know that he's a little controversial, right? We'll look that up. It looks like there's another one that's brand new in the package. A different number. Who's number 21? Let's see if I can open it up to see who it is. Kaepernick, no, Kaepernick's 17, so this is Gore. I don't know who that is, but that's gotta be worth something. Another Nike on field, 49ers Gore. All right, we got a whole box of empty bottles. That's weird. And we got a brand new Modelo Especial. Okay. And we got some, is that Jägermeister? Coasters. Brand new Browning flask that's in a very dirty package. We got some Captain Morgan glasses. Doesn't exactly look like Bill's. You got a Coors Light cozy, brand new. Football. Don't know what these little things are. Captain Morgan plastic cannonball. 49ers Street. I guess it's pretty clear they're a fan of the 49ers. It's in this little case, not much, but a little, I forget what you call those. God. Draw circles with it. Dang. My mind is going. Alright. Anything else of value in here? What's this? Brand new San Francisco leather wallet. Might be worth $10. Got a little case here that says Bill on it. Oh, it says Bill's room. Man, I'm quick. I thought it meant bills like your bills that you got to pay. It just says Bill's room as in stuff from Bill's room. William. I'm a little slow sometimes. All right, it's a little nice little wolf knife. New in the plastic still. Probably lot that up with either some knives, other knives, or with some wolf's decor. All right. That's about it. Looks like a few brand new little laser pointers we could play with the cat. They look brand new. All right, I don't see anything else. All right, more from Bill's room. This one says knickknacks, and it's quite heavy. Okay, kind of weird. All right, we got a new pack of smokes. Camel Lights. What are those worth? $6? I have no idea how much cigarettes cost. And then we got Shock Top. A bunch of new alcohol. Bud Light, Pumpkin. Ugh. All right, anyway, a few more of those. Just some collectible stuff that's related to beer, I guess. We got a bear figurine there. Doesn't look like a very expensive one. More keys. I found more keys in this unit. I don't know if they're going to go to anything. It's not looking like they are. Are these collectible? Yeah, Mario and Luigi Click Nintendo. Are they Pez dispensers? Maybe. 49ers flask. Still new. There's a bunch of shot glasses in here. I don't know. We got a can of 49ers beer. There's a whole 6-pack of mini Budweisers. I don't know. I'm not a beer drinker. I don't not drink or whatever, but I don't like beer. So we got some cash. Look at that. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff in here. I don't know if I want to go through this whole thing. There's some lighters in here. What's this? Brand new San Francisco 49ers lighter. Zippo. Oh, that might be worth something. Oh. All right, I'm just going to quickly pull out everything I think might be worth something at some point and throw it in this tote. Oh, I should have known better. One of the things I don't like about beer is the smell of it. And now there's some broken bottles here. Although it may not be beer that broke, it could be some other kind of liquor. Anyway, I'm going to pause it and clean this mess up. All right, all cleaned up. What a mess. This one says Bill's Duds. What does that mean? Duds? Oh, DVDs. Man, I'm not doing too good today. All right, I'm not going to go through it. At least just like a bunch of DVDs. We'll set them aside, lot them up. I'd say it's probably worth $10. All right, we got some sawhorses. It looks like there's 3 pairs of them. I'm just going to say $20 for all of them. I'll just take them all to auction. All right, I'm going to get this shelf pulled out of here. All right, shelf's gone. On the very top of that shelf was this neon Coors Light sign. These are pretty cool and pretty collectible. I think it'll probably go for $60. Might be up to them. We got a CNC engraving machine. I guess that's the machine part of it. And there's all these attachments and parts to it. You can see it. See if I can pick it up without the bottom dropping out of it. Anyway, I'm not sure what that's worth either. Maybe $30. All right, we got a Black & Decker industrial heavy duty saw, chop saw, or whatever you call these. That's probably $30. Honeywell heater, that's probably another $10. Got a cooler here that does not feel empty. And it's not. It's got a bunch of tool type stuff. Cold heat. Not sure what that's for. Anyway, I'm not going to go through this whole thing. We'll just set it aside and we'll lot it up with other tool lots. That's probably another $15-20. We got a stack of about 8 of these home sweet home things you put in your garden, I guess. They're kind of cool. People would maybe pay $5 or $10 for them. I'm not sure. This one says wine and liquor boxes, parts and costers. Not sure what costers are. Yeah, it's just more wood slats. There was gonna be something at some point, aka firewood. This one says wine boxes. These aren't finished either. I'm not really sure what it was going to be exactly, but I don't know what you do with that. I can maybe take it to auction or maybe just burn it for firewood. This one says 2 squirrel houses and clock faces. Squirrel houses. I might not mind having a squirrel house. We have to get squirrels in our backyard. There's the clock faces, but not done for anything. There's probably 20 of those. Let's see if the squirrel house is complete. I don't know if I can get it out of here. The nut house. That's kind of cool. I don't know if it's complete or not. Could probably sell that for 10 bucks and maybe we'll throw one in the backyard somewhere and see if the squirrels actually use it. I don't know. I guess you'd put some food inside it. All right. Got a little leaf blower and a saw, probably another 10 bucks. All right, and then we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11. There's about 12 more big boxes there, and I'm pretty sure it's just going to be more crafting type signs and stuff like that. We'll just call it a minimum another 100 bucks. We're going to call it a wrap for this unit. I didn't go through the file cabinet. I think it's mostly going to be paper. Maybe there'll be some more valuable stuff in there, but all in all, this has been a great unit. I have no idea what the total is. I've totally lost track. I imagine we got to be over 2 grand, maybe 3 grand altogether. If you count part 1 and part 2, if you haven't watched part 1, go watch it. Anyway, a lot of fun going through these units, a lot of work, but I really like the surprise of seeing what's in all these boxes and everything. And of course, I like making the money too. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's keep this channel going. I'd love to keep going through units with you guys. Thanks.